Evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Armchair Armory. You can tell by that exhale that basically, I give up. I knew today was good. It finished at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. I knew we were going to lose the game. I said in the preview that we were going to lose. I was quite confident that we were going to lose. I still watched the game, and still supported the team, obviously. But yeah, somebody made a good point that I heard earlier on, that it's the hope that kills you. And there's part of me that was thinking we'd made changes from Thursday's game. Pablo Mari and Rob Holding came in. Pepe came back in. And El Neni came in. And I thought, well, I know why Arteta's done that. I know why he's brought these people in. He's made rotations because of the congested fixture list at the moment, and the fact that probably in terms of like a wider picture for the season, the Benfica game on Thursday is more important. But then I looked at Man City's team, and it wasn't a weak team. It was probably a team they'd put out for an FA Cup game, or for if they were 6 points clear in the Champions League group stages, they put out a team like this. But I thought maybe because there's players there that haven't played very much, like Fernandinho, for example, that we might have a bit of a chance. And it just went from bad to worse, really. I mean, it started off, within the first 2 minutes, Mahrez whips in a ball from the left-hand side. Bellerin and Holding are away, not close enough to Sterling. Sterling somehow pulls off this magnificent jump, leap into the air and headers it, loops over Leno, 1-0, Man City. Then for the next 5-10 minutes, they had a few moments where they were through on goal, and it could have been turned into a cricket score. Could have been 4-0 within the first 20 minutes. And at that point, when you concede so early, that is the first thing you think as a fan. You think, yep, this is going to be another 6-0. This is going to be Chelsea on Arsene Wenger's 1000th game. It's just... And that's the thing. I know I've sat on here, and I know I don't have that much subscribers at the moment. There's only 8 people that potentially watch this, or there's people that have only tuned in for a second or whatever. But I've sat in on this, and I've been doing this not very long, and I've sat on this and I've said things like, we need to give the manager time, we need to give Edu time. But when you see performances like that, you kind of think to yourself, where are we going? I'm not saying that the manager needs to go. I'm not saying that Arteta needs to go. I'm just saying that it's frustrating. You'd think that we'd at least try and give Man City a game. To be fair, towards the end of the first half and most of the second half, we were trying, but it looked like... It just looked like it wasn't enough. It was oh yeah, we'll do enough to keep the fans happy. We'll do enough to keep AFTV happy. Which didn't happen because they're all going mad at the moment. It's crazy. It just felt like, and that's the thing, Man City just felt like they were in, it just felt like they weren't trying, towards the end of the game anyway, it just felt like they weren't trying. They knew that if they wanted to, they could finish us off, but they knew that we didn't have anything going for us. We didn't have any backbone. So they thought, oh yeah, we'll just peter it out and it'll be a 1-0. It literally was exactly the same as the game at the Etihad. Sterling scored the goal early. I think in the Etihad, I think he scored it 20 minutes in or something. But anyway, Sterling scored the only goal. We were conservative and trying to protect a 1-0 loss for some reason. and when we did go forward, we didn't. Again, we were just toothless. It was a toothless performance. There isn't much positivity I can spin around that, to be honest. We just didn't go for it, basically, because there was a point where it looked like we were getting on top of them, and it just looked like every time we got into that position where we could go forward and score, it was like, right, pass back to Xhaka, pass back to Leno, pass back to Mari. It was just, it was toothless. And that's what's frustrating. But then again, at the same time, it's kind of, you see people on social media and on YouTube like having a meltdown and saying, oh, it's pathetic, blah, 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 and using all these strong adjectives. But like, it's just, it's frustrating. But at the same time, it's kind of like, what were you expecting? What were we all expecting? I've been saying all week that we probably weren't going to win this game. I think the thing that annoys me is that it was exactly the same as the Etihad performance, where it was a performance where we could have probably got something out of the game if we actually bothered to try, but we didn't. And that's what's frustrating about it. I think with Thursday coming up, Thursday is now a massive game. Forget Leicester on Sunday, next Sunday. This is now a massive game. Benfica. I think, if we lose this game, lose this tie, this Europa League tie, there's going to be Wenger out, Emery out, part 3, but replace Emery with Arteta. We are one game away from the mob getting what they want, I think. I think there's going to be outrage, and there's going to be hounding the manager out yet again, and we're just going to go around in circles again, maybe with a more experienced manager this time. I don't know. DT from AFTV made a good point. He said, you got to start asking questions if our season's going to be over in February. And this is sort of where Arsene Wenger started to kind of lose most fans, I think, because our season would be over in like February, March. We would have been out of the FA Cup, out of the Carabao Cup, out of the Champions League, and out of the either the title race or the top 4. So if it's happening this early, then you've got to say, like, is he the guy? I still, the jury's still out for me. I mean, I haven't decided either way. I'm just not one of these people that's going to overreact every single time we lose or draw. But I think, as I said before, the thing that pissed me off the most about today's game is just the fact that we just didn't try, it was just toothless. It was just, we'll just get through it. Oh yes, we've conceded a goal in the second minute, but it's fine. We'll just defend and take the L and then just carry on. And that's the thing. If that's what they were going for, it makes all those people that are going that meltdown justified if we lose on Thursday. If we get knocked out by Benfica on Thursday, or that will vindicate everyone that's been saying what they've been saying about the team and the manager and everything over the past, year or so, year and a half. I don't know. That's the thing. I said I wanted them to compete, and they didn't compete. It was almost as if they went into the game thinking, oh, it's Man City, we can't win. And maybe that's just the mentality now. And it's not great, but maybe that's just it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not marking any of the players today because they were all shit. I think there were only really like 2 players that I thought played well, which was probably Leno and Xhaka. Probably the only 2 players that played well. I'm not going to mark the manager either, because I thought the starting lineup was fine, and I thought that his approach was fine. I don't necessarily agree that like he got it wrong tactically. I just think his substitutions were really late, and El Neni was probably the worst player on the pitch. I know there's probably going to be all the Bellerin haters say, it's Bellerin, but it wasn't. It was El Neni. El Neni will probably be the one I would have taken off. But he didn't go off until like the 85th minute, and by that point it's like, well, the game's done. City are very disciplined defensively with Ruben Diaz and John Stones, so there was no if we weren't going to penetrate their defence at 60 minutes, we weren't going to penetrate their defence at 85 minutes. And there's been too many performances like that this season. And to be fair, this is why I don't say that it's just Arteta. I think it's been going on since the latter days of Wenger, that we've had these performances where we're just toothless, where we just turn up and just think we'll just get through it and go to the next game. It's all on Thursday now. Yeah, it's all on Thursday. Europa League. If we get knocked out by Benfica, managers under pressure again. If we lose to Leicester and whoever we play after that, and we start, I think the more if it carries on, basically, obviously he's gonna have to go. But yeah, I think he's not going to be in the job very long if stuff like this keeps happening. But then again, you look on the bright side of things, and you look at what like Tom Canton said from the Gooner Talk. You look at like they've spent well and loaned well in this transfer market, in these two transfer markets. They brought Gabriel, they brought Thomas Partey, they loaned in Matt Ryan when they saw that Rudiger wasn't up to it, and they loaned in Odegaard as a short-term solution as a creative midfielder. I saw someone on Twitter say he's a nothing player. Well, how do you know that? Because he didn't perform great against Manchester City, that means that he wasn't worth it. He's not Denis Suarez, put it that way. It's just fucking Arsenal fans. They frustrate me so much. As much as I'm one of them, they just frustrate me sometimes. The schizophrenic nature of their thinking is insane. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's been going on for longer than Arteta, this kind of like, inconsistency. And it's just probably the fact that we're now at the stage where we're a mid-table team. And I just hope that, the club do back Arteta in the summer, if they keep him until the summer. Because, this club this team needs an overhaul. We need new players. We need better quality players. And we need to get out the people that have been coasting for the last couple of years. We've started and that's carrying on from what I was saying. That's kind of what what I think Arteta and Edu have done well. They've got rid of a lot. I mean, I know it's cost us a lot of money to do it, but like we've got rid of the players that some of the players, I should say, that fans were calling the dead wood, so quote unquote dead wood. Mkhitaryan is gone, Kolasinac is gone, Mustafi is gone, Ozil's gone, Welbeck's gone. I think the only two people that are left that people would call them deadwood is probably be like Bellerin, Xhaka, El Neni, Chambers maybe. But I can't see them with Bellerin. I can't see Bellerin and Xhaka. I can't see them going. But yeah, the Wenger signings, basically, the people that are part of like Wenger's lost seasons, are probably the ones that people were referring to when they say the dead wood. And I don't think Bellerin and Xhaka are going to go anywhere. I think Arteta likes them too much. Unless Arteta gets sacked before the end of the season and a new manager comes in and goes, these guys are shit, and then that's the only way they're going to go. But yeah, as I say, it's all on Thursday now. And I didn't really want to be... I hate watching Europa League games thinking, oh, fuck me, this like taking it seriously. So, yeah, it looks like that's going to be what's going to happen, unfortunately. And I'm not looking forward to it because it's going to be one of those... And again, I don't really have much confidence for it for some reason. I don't know why. I just have a really bad feeling about it. Right. I think I'll leave it for now. Speak to you for the preview of the Benfica game on Tuesday, most probably, if not the day before the game. yeah, I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of my evening as much as I have left. But yeah, well, to be fair, I'm not going to really like wallow about it. I'm just going to get on with things. There's worse things going on in the world than losing a game of football. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Deep Ice